Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen has urged the countries which are heavily investing in Myanmar to come forward for a sustainable solution to the Rohingya crisis for their own interest and protecting their investment. If the situation deteriorates, they could easily succumb to radicalism, he said at a seminar in a hotel in Dhaka. Diplomats World, a publication that deals with cultural, legal, regional, global security and politics, hosted the seminar today. Momen said if Rohingyas who are frustrated become terrorists, big countries' investment in the whole region would be at risk. Momen said peace is required in the region so that their investment can sustain.
Myanmar also agreed to create conducive environment for their safe and voluntary return. Unfortunately, they did not keep their words. But of course, there has been change in the government in Myanmar also during that period. And Myanmar from time to time gives us date for their repatriation. Unfortunately, till today, we are nowhere. They gave certain dates as a pilot project and that's it. It never happens. But as part of the Bangladesh initiative, we tried bilaterally, we tried trilaterally, we allowed that any country can come forward and help us.
Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has urged BNP Secretary General to disclose their directives to oust the government. Qadir, also Road Transport and Bridges Minister, said this while addressing the first triennial National Conference of Awami Ulama League today. He said BNP has to wage movement to bring down the government and the ruling party men are busy waging movement to save lives of countrymen. The people will decide when the time of this government will end, Qadir added.
কর্মসূচি দিলেন কি হলো সরকারের সময়টা কবে শেষ হবে আর প্রতিদিনই বলছে সময় শেষ আমি আওয়ামী লীগের জেনারেল সেক্রেটারি বিএনপির মহাসচিবের কাছে জানতে যায় সময়টা কত কদিনের সময় পাবো দিনক্ষণটা একটু বলুন 10 বছর ধরে তো শুনতে পাচ্ছি সরকারের সময় শেষ এই সরকারের সময় কত এটা জানেন মহান সৃষ্টিকর্তা এই সরকারের সময় কত এটা জানে এদেশের জনগণ
BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said the fall of this government is imminent as no government can stay in power based on anarchism. In a statement issued today, he condemned and protested the attacks on party leaders and activists during protest rallies in different parts of the country. Fakhrul claimed the ruling regime is orchestrating attacks using party cadres and law enforcement forces against peaceful programs in an attempt to quell the oppressed people who refuse to remain silent any longer. Meanwhile, addressing a rally in Lalmonirhat in the afternoon, he said, under the regime's brutal and oppressive rule, the democratic rights and freedom of expression in Bangladesh have been severely undermined. The autocratic regime is now using the language of guns against democratic people, he added. Ariful Haq Chaudhary has announced he will not participate in the upcoming Sylhet city elections, ending speculation over his candidacy amid BNP's decision to boycott the polls. The city's current mayor announced his decision while addressing a rally at Sylhet Registry Ground in the afternoon. Arif said a fair election is not possible under this government. It is envisioning a plan to steal votes by using electronic voting machines in the polls. BNP leader also said he will not take part in any election under the ruling regime. BNP has announced that they will not participate in the 5 city elections. But there were rumors that BNP Central Committee member Ariful Haq will contest as an independent candidate. Arif's various statements and activities at different times increased the buzz and curiosity of the city dwellers. But today he ended the speculations. Railway communication with Sylhet was suspended after Sylhet-bound Udan Express derailed in Moulabibazar's Kamalganj following its collision with a tree which was tilted on the rail tracks due to a storm last night. The incident took place in the Lawachara forest where two compartments and the locomotive of the train got derailed. The train coming from Chattogram was derailed in the middle of Lawachara sanctuary, putting passengers in trouble. A rescue train from Kulaura and another relief train from Akhaura joined the rescue mission. The railway communications from Sylhet to Dhaka and Chattogram has been disrupted. Now, international news. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has arrived in Japan for the G7 summit where he is meeting world leaders. He was greeted with an embrace by UK PM Rishi Sunak, who welcomed him to Hiroshima. Shortly after his plane landed, Zelensky tweeted that peace will be closer as a result of meetings at the summit of rich allied nations. It comes after the US announced it would allow allies to give fighter jets to Ukraine, including F-16s, is a major boost to Kyiv. In response, Russia warned that Western countries would be running colossal risk if they supplied Ukraine with F-16 jets. G7 leaders have released the summit's final communique, which touches on how the group wants to support Ukraine against the Russian invasion.